Did you know the hips are the largest joint in your body? Now, tension, tightness, and pain in the hips affect our balance. They throw off our low back. They cause a lot of spinal issues and especially low back tension. And here's what I want to do. I want to show you 3 essential exercises that will circulate good energy into your hips and open up the low back and improve your balance. We're going to start off with something simple. I want you to bend your knees, take your hands to your hips, make a little circle. Just a nice slow circle. This is called oiling the hip joints. Now joints, if you don't move them, they tend to get stiff and stagnant. Think of water. When it doesn't flow, when it doesn't move, it gets stagnant. Now the same is true for your body. We want to move your body so that you improve the range of motion, increase circulation, and bring healing energy to specific areas. Now go the other way. Slow circle of the hips. And you can do this exercise if you've been sitting for any extended period of time, an hour, 2 hours, longer. Get up and do this exercise because it'll help your hips to improve that circulation. Oil your hip joints. Next, what I want you to do is take your thumbs to your lower back. If it's hard to put your thumbs there, take the knuckles. Either one is just fine. You take the knuckles to the low back or the thumbs, and when your hips come forward, you press the knuckles or the thumbs in as you circle. This is a little bit more for your lower back and your sacroiliac joint. When your hips come forward, you press in. Open and circulate the energy through the hips. Go the other way. Press in and circle. Wonderful. Relax. And do that anytime that you've been sitting for any extended period of time, because that's going to bring a lot of pressure into the low back and hips, and movement is key to health and longevity. Here's another one. I want you to take a chair. You're going to stand behind the chair, just to the side of the chair. Use this for your balance. We're going to show you a simple one first, and then I'm going to show you another variation that's a little bit more geared towards balance and opening the inside and the outside of the hip. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to swing the leg back and forth, all the way forward, all the way back. Try to get a little bit more towards the back to open the inside of the hip. Come forward, open the outside of the hip. This reminds me of my soccer playing days. Open those hips is really important. Swing and swing, back and forth. Bring some good circulation to the hip joint. You do 30 seconds to a minute. That really opens up the hip. Let's do the other side. Stand on the other side of the chair. Hold on. Improves your balance and open the energy to the hips. Swing back and forth. Very simple exercise. Listen to your body. You can go into it as far as you want to comfortably and get that range of motion, get that circulation into the hip joint. Unlock the hips. Take a nice deep breath, swing back and forth. And relax. You could do these a few times a day. Let me show you a little more advanced version. Bend your knees. Now you're going to swing the hip left and right. You're going to move from your center. Move from your center. Swing and swing like that. Now the outside of the foot comes forward first, then the inside, and then you lift. A little bit challenging. If you need to hold on to that chair, do so, but this will give you something to work into. When you swing this way, outside of the hip, this way, inside of the hip, and it's going to improve your balance. Swing and swing. Now I'm moving from my hips and waist. I swing this way, and then I swing this way. All right, so let's do it again. Swing, 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 and swing. Outside of the hip, inside of the hip. The other thing that this one does is it massages this inguinal area where the femoral arteries are, so you get a lot of good circulation, blood flow into the legs. So it improves things like circulation to your feet. A lot of people have cold feet because the blood flow and the tension in the hips is restricting that blood flow. Open into your hips. Are you breathing? Keep taking some deep breaths as you do this. Swing and swing. And relax. Very good. All three of those exercises are excellent for the hips and the low back. This last one is especially good for improving your balance. Now, if you liked exercises like this, give us a thumbs up, subscribe to our YouTube station. And here's the good news. We are giving away 2 weeks of free classes. This is exercises called Qi Gong. Now, Qi Gong is easier, maybe more accessible than practices like yoga. And you can do it in the comfort of your own home without changing your clothes, just like we did right now. We're going to give away 2 weeks of free subscription classes. Give us your name and email, and we'll send you those free classes right away. Thanks so much.